Hi everyone, thank you for joining me. So after I finished the pie wagon for the Tom Rambler 69 appreciation build, I decided I needed to pick something up that wasn't so, I wouldn't say taxing, but stressful perhaps. So I've gone for a bit of nostalgia and picked this one up, the Bristol Bloodhound, a vintage classic from Airfix 176 scale. I didn't build this when I was a kid. It wasn't something I was particularly interested in, but of course now it's been marked up as a vintage classic. I thought I would get it and build it. I have actually started it, so I will show you the progress I've made so far. So here is the very little Land Rover. I think it's got to be finished in a blue colour, but what I wanted to do is I've got it to this stage. I can spray it up black and the other parts that need to go on it, and then I can perhaps put some clear plastic behind the windows frames, so it looks like there is actually windows within the vehicle, or I could cut them in the shape of the window frame and kind of try and have it actually in the frame. That always looks better because it when you put it behind, it looks too far behind, and it should actually be within the middle of the frame, almost to give the impression of a window that goes up and down. This kit isn't bad for flash. What I found though is there's like a rim of plastic around most parts that when you test fitting, you can see that the parts aren't butting up to one another because you've got this rim of plastic, and so if you take that off, the fit is much better. I had this happen especially on the back here. This part, the rear of the Land Rover, that had a seam, as I say, a seam of plastic along that edge, across the top and down this other edge. So I took that off with a knife, and as you can see, the part fits much better on there. Got a bit of an issue on the front here, where the front of the vehicle doesn't actually go down to the bumper. There's a bit of a gap, so whether I might just get some evergreen styrene just to fill that in. But apart from that, it's going together quite nice. So that's that. I'll show you the actual missile that I've started. So here's the Bloodhound itself. Now it gets 4 rockets put on the 4 quarters, and I'm in the process of doing those. No real complaints about this. There's a bit of a seam on parts, obviously, where the 2 halves join together. The halves aren't matching up completely right, so you're having to sand down or trim some off. But yeah, it's just a bit of fun at the moment, as I say. Don't know whether to spray this up now, paint it, and then add the other rockets. Because obviously if I add the rockets now, then I won't be able to get into paint certain sections. I need to have a look at as well at what colours this rocket needs to be, or this missile needs to be, before I go much further. If it's all one colour, or if it's all white and you've only got black on the tip here, then that'll be fine. You should be able to spray if the rockets are sat on here behind, but it may be better to get this done first and then add the 4 rockets on. So that's where I am at the moment with this. This is going to be one video, so the next part will be obviously some progress on this. So I'll catch you in a bit. Okay, so I'm back, and basically the actual construction of this kit is complete, and I'll be looking to get these sprayed black tomorrow and get some paint on them. So this is the Land Rover. You can see that I've added the evergreen to the bottom of the mud guards or whatever, so that it's more in line with the bumper. I've also brush painted some black on the inside, just in case the spray paint doesn't cover too well within that. Here we have the trolley that transports the missile from wherever it's stored to the launch pad. I think I may have made a mistake on this because this I think is movable up and down, but I glued this strut here and that strut there to the body of the to the bed of the trolley, so it can't move now. So yeah, I think that was an error on my part. I've just had to put some Tamiya filler, I think it is, where there are some gaps within the build. The front of the trolley turns and the arm goes up and down as well, so I managed to make that work. Here is the launch pad, and again you got movable parts in this, so you can have it in that position. I assume ready to fire the Bloodhound. I think it might rotate as well on the base. I think it should do, but whether I accidentally glued it, I don't know. So that's that. Finally, we have the missile itself, the Bloodhound. Now, Airfix tells you to paint this all gloss white, and then there's yellow, I think, on the booster rockets or something, and a black tip on this. But looking on the internet, I think these missiles were finished in a dark green with a black tip, and then there was some silver on these part way up these side rockets here. So I'll probably go for the dark green. In fact, everything's dark green apart from the Land Rover, which will be blue in colour. So as I say, I'm hoping to get these sprayed tomorrow. I've got quite a bit of hobby time, and I may even get this completed. There isn't any decals, I think, for this particular kit, so once you've painted it, that's it. So the next part of this video will be the completed build. So here's the finished build, guys. The colours for the missile and the carrier are a bit light. The green's too light, it should be a darker green, but it's all I had in the house, so I wasn't about to try and get a darker green for this. If you are looking to buy this kit for nostalgia reasons, then go for it and enjoy. If you are looking to buy a kit from Airfix to get back into the hobby, I wouldn't recommend this one. I would get one of their other ones, for instance the 1/72 scale Sherman Firefly, their P51D Mustang 1/72. This kit is showing its age with regards to the moulds, and as I mentioned, that lip of plastic that seemed to be around every item that you have to take off. So sometimes we just like a kit that's a bit of a shake and bake, just to keep the mojo ticking over, or just to relax. And this kit for me wasn't that, but it's done now, so it'll go on my shelf with my other vintage classics from Airfix, and that was the aim, to be honest, to add to that collection. Anyway, guys, I shall call it there. Thanks ever so much for watching this video, I do appreciate it. I hope your weekend is going well. Look after yourselves, and I'll catch up with you soon.